The Supreme Court today granted bail to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in the Delhi Excise Policy case. Kejriwal was granted bail thrice before. Out of these, a trial court had granted him bail on June 20th this year while acting on the CBI's plea. However, since the ED had swiftly approached the High Court seeking cancellation of this order, the court had to stay its operation, causing him to stay in jail again. In May 2024, the Supreme Court granted him bail in order to allow him to campaign for the Lok Sabha elections. Similarly, on 12 July this year, a bench of Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Dipankar Datta granted him bail, saying that the right to life and liberty is sacrosanct in the case registered against him under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. He, however, continued to be in jail due to his arrest in another case. Today, however, the court said Kejriwal shall be released on bail subject to a bail bond of Rs 10 lakhs. While both judges agreed to the grant of bail, they differed on key aspects such as the necessity and the timing of the arrest, while deciding Kejriwal's two petitions. Before I tell you about what the judges said today, let me quickly explain what were the two petitions by Kejriwal. In the present case, a bench of Justices Surya, Kant and Ujjal, Bhuyan, who had previously reserved their order on 5th September, were acting on two petitions filed by Kejriwal. Besides a challenge to the Delhi High Court's 5th August order denying bail, the court was also dealing with a plea filed by him to quash his arrest by the CBI under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. What Justice Kant ruled. Justice Kant said there is no impediment to arresting someone who is already in custody for another case for the purposes of investigation. He also said that the CBI's arrest was necessary in this case. Noting that there was no violation of Section 41A3 of the CRPC, the court rejected the petitioner's argument that this provision had not been complied with. The said provision states that if a person complies with the notice issued under Section 41A, they cannot be arrested for the offence mentioned in the notice. Kant said that Kejriwal's arrest had no procedural flaw and was valid. However, he clarified that he wasn't relegating Kejriwal back to the trial court, thereby rejecting CBI's plea in the process. On the issue of bail, the judge said that the matter concerns liberty, public safety and justice, while adding that prolonged incarceration of an accused cannot be justified, as has been reiterated by the Supreme Court in several judgments like Union of India versus K. Najib, where a 3-judge Supreme Court bench comprising of Justice Kant had granted bail to an accused under the UAPA, or the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, on grounds of unreasonable delay. Justice Kant also directed Kejriwal to refrain from visiting the CM Secretariat or signing office files. He said, Kejriwal shall not make any public comments about this case and be present for all hearings before the trial court unless exempted. What Justice Bhuyan ruled. On the other hand, Justice Bhuyan said that he did not agree with the conditions laid down by Justice Kant. Coming down heavily on the CBI, he said, the arrest by the CBI raises more questions than it answers. Only after his arrest was stayed did the CBI become active and seek custody of Kejriwal. Observing that the CBI did not even feel the need to arrest him for more than 22 months, except when he was on the cusp of release in the ED case, he said that such an action raises a serious question mark on not just the timing of the arrest, but also the arrest itself. Adding that bail is the rule and not the exception, the judge invalidated CBI's arrest and ruled that the process of trial should not become punishment or a means to harass the accused. Citing the law laid down by the top court in cases of journalists like Arnab Goswami and Mohammad Zubair, the court reiterated that the power of arrest must be used sparingly. Kejriwal today walked out of Tihar jail. We will give you the latest on the Delhi Excise Policy case. This is Khadija Khan from New Delhi. Stay tuned to The Print.